That's a PDA, guys. Marguerite Maida's log number 3! Oh my gosh, it's her story. I'm gonna pass out, guys. This is exciting.
Hello!
What's up, guys? This is Hailey and Mom, and we're back in Subnautica Below Zero to check out some PDA updates in the game. If you left any traces, or I should say, if Alterra forgot to clean them up, I'll find them. I'll start with the selfie. Pretty sure I can see your base in the background. Ooh! Start with the selfie. So maybe, this doesn't look like a selfie, but maybe they're gonna change it. Okay, so here's another one in our personal log that they changed, the departure. Well, Sam, the freighter came through. I almost can't believe it, so I'm actually doing this. Pulling a Robin and headed to 4546B with little more than a selfie to go by. Probably the last thing you'd want me to do. But I need to know what happened. And I'm still jealous about this big thing you found. Alterra's never going to tell us what happened, but I'm counting on them having left a bunch of stuff behind I can use. It's not impulsive. I'm resourceful, okay? Enter us, Alan. Enter me. Bam, baby. She's back. We love you, Marg. Goodbye, Marg. We'll miss you till next time. Did she scare you? If anything happens to you, it puts you in danger too, I know. Hey, that's interesting. She jumps down and technically we fall back in shock. I wonder if Alan in our head was basically just like, ah! Like, you know, him reacting in shock too. That'd be kind of amusing. This thing still has a panel on it, so maybe they'll just keep this as the main, like, satellite hacking thing that we have to change.
I told you not to follow me, Alterra. Now, you got a problem.
But I love you, Marg.
Why are you hiding?
I'm your biggest fan.
The code on the door is 2247.
But Marg, your keypad is gone. How can I get in, Marg, if I don't know the keypad? Oh my gosh, Marg. Oh, you said it was 2247 and now I don't know what to do. Alright, knock knock, we're here. Fluffy, I've missed you so much, Fluffy. Oh, that's right. You're so excited to see me. Yes, you are, boy. Yes, you are. Oh, hi, Marg. How you doing? Okay, you go in there, but I want to follow you. Don't disappear. No. No. Are you gone, Marg? Let me in. Let me in. Oh, my gosh. Okay. You leave me no choice, Marg. Oh, now I'm swimming in your base. Well, dang it. Where did you go? She disappears when she goes out. That's a PDA, guys. Pardon my swimming. It's just a glitch. Marguerite Maida's log number 3! Where's number 2 and number 1? Oh my gosh, it's her story. I'm gonna pass out, guys. This is exciting. Oh, I don't even want to read that until I find number 2 and number 1. Are they here? Just tell me that they're all here in your base, because that would be convenient and easy and wonderful. Stretchy McStretcherson is still stretched over here. Oh, here we go, answering my own question. Number 4, there's 2 I'm missing. I don't have 1 and 2. I don't have 1 and 2. Oh my gosh. Oh yes. This must be what it's like coming out of the birth canal. The light. Go towards the light. The hypnotic. Oh. You have birthed me. Oh, the vent garden is the coolest thing ever, guys. Oh my gosh. You are beautiful. I love you. Don't ever let anyone tell you differently. Now birth me out. Your magnificent
30
hole.
seconds.
This is off now, guys. We were here before and it was on. It's off now. And it's damaged. Is this supposed to imply that we damaged it? Seriously intrigued. Or should we repair it? Okay, let's see what happens here. This was not an option for us before. Does this do anything? So now this is working. But was I supposed to make it work? Or was I supposed to let it be damaged? Damn, satellite hasn't passed by in a while. You have anything to do with that? Throw me the invisible ball. I've got the ball. Catch, Fluffy. Yep, that's right. Nom nom. Did you swallow it? Was I feeding you food? Is she supposed to be picking food out of a pot, like a pot that's going to be there? Like, for a greenhouse, she doesn't have a lot of things in here yet, so maybe they're going to add that. What's this? Gardening tips? Ooh, I'd rather be hunting leviathans. Please just let that be the final thing. Oh, a personal log. Awesome. Marguerite the gardener. That's it? That's it? That's all that's in here? I'm surprised Marguerite would try to garden. Those are both very amusing. I wonder if they're just going to stay that way. Here, we have the option to make a spicy melon salad. This is a new feature. So we are going to see what this looks like, if anything. Probably nothing. Yeah, it doesn't have any image yet. Body heat takes away 50. Oh my. But gives you 85 food and 30 water. That's not bad. Oh, cool. A surprisingly delicious salad with warming effects. I kind of hope that they add more recipes. That would be super cool to have recipe options. Okay, so we have this thing called a transfuser. You can't make it from the fabricator, but it is an option in your blueprints. So I just randomly guessed at a spawn code and got it to spawn in. This is what it looks like. Where is it? Right here? Transfuser. You can pin it, but it doesn't show up. Oh, does it? It does show up, see? So you can, I don't know. Now, the description here just says, "Congrats, translators, we made a game." So I don't know what that's going to be for exactly. Okay, guys, so I basically unlocked all of the PDA entries that are available in the game. So I'm going to go through this entirely and see what all we have and see what I can piece together. So here we've got Marguerite Maida's section. Chat with Sam, nothing. Marg looking worried, nothing. Marguerite Maida's gardening tips. I'd rather be hunting leviathans. Always a classic. So here we've got Marguerite Maida's log number 1. There I was, 500 meters below sea level. Chunks of the sea base sinking around me. One hand flailed against the monster's scales, the other gripped the shard of metal I'd lodged in her eye socket. I'll reap her. Wounded, maybe, but still deadly. I'd already taken out one eye. I damn near carved out the other, and then I saw where the creature had carried us. We were clear of the caverns, headed for the void at the crater's edge. Blinded, she was spiraling deeper. I had a choice. Hold on, or let go. I figured the Torgals were already dead. If I let go of this monster, it had every reason to turn back around and finish me off. And I already had my blade in her head, so I held on, and she took us deeper. This is awesome! Oh, this is like the best thing ever. I had 1 minute of air in the tank. Back then, I could go another 3 with what I had in my lungs. So I had 4 minutes to kill the Reaper, minus a few to get back to the surface. It ain't that I like killing folk. It's just sometimes what you need is on the inside of someone else's ribcage. I ain't one to question when's when. So we fought. Neither one of us was gonna give up. Once she was dead, I made for the surface. When I caught my breath, I realized we'd come further out than I'd thought. No landmarks, no life, no seabed, just ocean. I was out in the void, further than I'd been before, and the current was carrying me out to sea. Oh, so awesome! That far out to sea, swimming back for land wasn't an option. All I could do was survive long enough to wash up somewhere. I had a knife, a repair tool, and 3 liters of water. Thirst and sea monsters weren't about to kill me, but if I kept fighting them, exhaustion might. I needed buoyancy. Just then I felt something brush past my foot. I looked down. There were vast jaws rising out of the water towards me. Number 4. Oh. It had taken hours for the Reaper's corpse to float to the surface, thank goodness. Using the knife, I clambered up her flank and got a perch up on top. I figured she'd float for a few days at least, enough for me to catch my breath. But would she sink before or after I died of thirst? I knew I could go more than a week on 3 liters of water. I also knew I'd be dead in less than 2. Now those Reapers, they're practically all muscle, but there's some fat in there. And I didn't have much, but I had that repair tool, so I had a spark. It took a week to light that first fire. I was able to keep warm and drink the water, and I know more about the burning properties of Reaper fat than I ever cared to. Oh, that's so cool! This is literally everything I wanted. I wanted to know, we all, I'm sure, wanted to know how Marg survived and got to the Arctic area. Like, oh, this is amazing. Number 5, last one. A fortnight into our voyage, I was more or less living inside the Creeper's ribcage. It meant shelter, and it meant food. The flesh was starting to rot, but a moment's work with a knife saw to that. With only so much fat to burn, I had to ration the fires, but I could cook all I needed while they lasted. As time passed, I started to think on what I could do to steer the boat. That Reaper, she was built streamlined, I'll give her that. The currents tossed us every which way, but she held a steady bearing. Perhaps I could pull on her fins to change our direction. It took me all day to rig one lousy rope from the sun-dried intestines I had in plentiful supply, and one heartbeat for the rope to tighten around the fins and pull them clean away from the body. She was already decomposing. It wouldn't be long before we started to sink. That's insane! Oh, I love it. Thank you so much, writers, for giving me that. Thank you so much. Oh, wow. Looks like Sam was spying on Marguerite. Ooh, we find interesting photos somewhere. Spy pangling debris. These are Sam's, so she must have known my sister. Ooh, we must find this somewhere in her base. Survival checklist corrupted. Fine, we just won't survive then. Looks like there's going to be 9 ship crew logs, but they're all empty for now. So this is the Alterra section. So the first one is one called Signals from the Deep. So this is between Lillian Bench and Samantha Ayu. Sam, I have kind of a funny question for you. Have you picked up any kind of unusual interference in the course of your work with the penguins? You mean like Ivanov? You mean like Ivanov looking over my shoulder and telling me I'm assembling my circuits wrong because it's not how his dad did it back in the day? No, like electrical interference in the audio or video. Any kind of flickering or clicking? Can't say that I have. Why? So it doesn't extend as far as the bay. What doesn't? Fred was bringing me to Rocket Island for my eval when we detected something almost like an SOS. How old-timey and quaint. What was causing it? I don't know. I think something or someone is trying to communicate with us. You always think that. Look, it may be my job to always think that, but I'm very good at my job. Not that HR seems to care. So the eval? Let's just say I should have taken them more seriously when they said they weren't investing in language research on this mission. So what are you going to do? I don't know, but I'm going to try to be quiet about it from now on. I won't breathe a word of this to Zeta or Danielle. Thanks, you're a good friend. So this is our first conversation between Lillian Bench and Samantha Ayu, where the SOS is introduced. And this also confirms that her base is here in the bay, right? Glacial Bay. The next one is one of the ones that we have found in game, Sapient Life, between Fred and Sam. Hey there, Sam. Oh, hey there, Pangling buddy. Hi, Fred. What brings you this way? I was just passing by. Lillian wanted a hand with a deep dive out in the bridges. You know, I think she's right. There is some weird stuff out there. The clicking sound? An SOS. I heard it with my own ears. So you think she's right? There's intelligent life down there? Sapient life, and I don't know. I'll leave that to you scientist types. This scientist is more at home with all these penguins, but if my sister was here, she'd be all over this. Wait, are you telling me you're not the brains in the family? Oh, my family has many different brains, like a hydra? Well, acting silly hisses like a snake. Okay, yeah, actually I like that analogy. Makes it hard to get along sometimes, but it's never dull. So we've already had that one, we've gone through that. Some more conversation about the SOS that Lillian brought up. Fred, great to see you. Come on in. You don't mind if I record this, do you? Am I in trouble? No, you know me, just a fanatic for details, and my memory's not what it used to be. I know what that's like. Yes, is that why you've been giving so many rides to your colleagues after we asked you to limit them? So I am in trouble? That's not how I want you to look at it. Here's what I see. You're a team player, you want to get the job done. I think I have a pretty good record there. You want people to like you. Has anyone complained? Fred, the trouble is not everyone is as reliable as you are. We trust everyone, of course, but sometimes people need help being where they need to be and concentrating on their work. All the trips were all work-related. It appears you brought Lil rather far out from her base. She needed to go deep. She needed a sea truck. Her work is currently on surface installations. She doesn't even need to be in the water. No more favors to friends. Are we agreed? Yes, sir. I keep telling you, call me Manu. Laughs, uncomfortable laughter. So that awkward moment happens. So then we have this one, the Curse of 4546B. This is a new one that showed up between Fred and Sam again. I'm telling you, Sammy, you see some weird things when you spend half your day in a sea truck out here. More vandalism? Is that a reference to Omega Base? I can't shake the feeling this planet is cursed. There's no such thing as a curse. Yeah, you're probably right. It's nothing. You wouldn't want to hear about it anyway. Just a huge creature frozen in ice. What? Where? In a cave not far from your lab. And here's the extra weird part. As soon as I called it in, they sealed off the area. Don't want anyone going in there. But why? Sammy, I'm no biologist, but I think there was something wrong with it. Its skin just seemed off. Alien. Is that a reference to the Kara bacteria? Mock shock teasing. An alien on planet 4546b? No. I'm serious, Sam. Something ain't right. Wish I could show you, but I can't get back in there. You can't, but I might know how to. Whatever you're thinking, we never had this conversation. So this is basically introducing us to the Frozen Leviathan and what its part in the story is going to play. And I think it plays a much bigger part than in the first write of this story, the first original. So then we have this one. This is Meeting with Zeta, and she was a name that was referred in one of the ones we just read. Oh, you brought a friend. Sam cautiously. Spy pangling in training. We're recording audio. Is that okay? Of course. I have the photos you sent. What am I looking at here? Pustules on the Frozen Leviathan. Maybe Kara? Oh, I doubt it. The ice samples suggest it's been frozen since the time of the outbreak. Tense exhale, a pause. Yeah, okay. Leave it with me. I'll handle it. Okay, thanks. That everything? Yeah, I think that's more than enough. Warm with a bit of a chuckle. Thanks, Sam. Keep up the good work. Interesting. So, Sam has used her spy panglings and has gotten pictures of pustules on the Kara. Oh, sorry, pictures of pustules of the Kara on the Frozen Leviathan. I should have just read that sentence. So, and she gives it to Zeta, one of her superiors, I'm guessing. Another one here, Danny call regarding research. So this is between Danny, as in Danielle, and Sam. Hi, you. How's everything at Pangling Central? Oh, fine, but I haven't heard anything since giving the footage to Zeta. It's been, what, a week? Did she promise you a report? No, but I expected some kind of reaction. Maybe I should take it up with Emmanuel. If it is Kara and it were to get out, why would it get out? Sam, I love you, but you don't know what you're talking about. You love me? A pause. Wait, why do you know so much about this? It's my area of research. Why are you being evasive? I'm going to tell you something, and then you have to drop this crusade you're on. We're researching the bacteria. What kind of research are you doing? It's not in my purview to share. Exhale of disgust, frustration. Sam, I need to think. I have to go. So Sam gave her evidence of the Kara bacterium to a superior, and now they are doing research on it. That would be nerve-wracking. I can see why Sam is a little bit upset. And the last one that gives us a bit of a hint here is Vin's art. This is between Vin and Sam. Danny's not here, I'm afraid. That's okay. It's you I wanted to see. What's that you're working on? Just a sketch for a piece I wanted to make. I'm slacking off. Don't tell the boss lady. I won't. It's beautiful. What is it? I'm doing a series inspired by bacteria. Mutant beauty. Life, death, risk, that kind of thing. What's this one? It looks like Kara, but she examines it more closely. Then, is this a mutation? It's just an art project. You know you're doing that thing with your neck, like when you're trying to bluff in Midnight Contention? Alright, fine. I'm bad at lying. Are you mutating Kara bacterium from the Frozen Leviathan here in this lab? Please don't ask me any more questions. I don't think I need to. Oh, so that basically just gave us the story, guys. All of it. And that goes along with Sam's calls. This call is when Sam first brought up that maybe she was making a big deal out of nothing, that her spy penguins found their job, and the company's just ignoring her, right? Then they have a little bit of a fight, and then in call 4, she expresses that she needs a friend, so things are obviously going bad for her. And then number 5, where she's afraid something terrible is going to happen. So now we know the story of why she was so upset and worried. Obviously, she gets involved in a way that does not work out well for her. Okay, look at this. Cargo rocket sea truck dog 0 sector. Investigator, I don't care if you lost it. I don't even care if you stole it. All I care about is where it is now so that I can file it. If it's been disintegrated, I need to see the pile of dust. Dock worker. There are maybe 10, 20 different installations within a few kilometers of here. Anything they send to the Vesper, it comes through here. I see truckloads of diamonds, radioactive substances, even that alien stuff they keep in the locked crates. You think I know where someone dropped a screwdriver? It was a fully outfitted sea truck. It may not seem worth our time, but given the scale of this organization's operation, my investigation is a small cost in comparison to Alterra's contractors feeling it is generally okay to be irresponsible with company equipment. It is the principle. You company people, you spend your whole lives up there in luxury, hire us contractors to do the jobs you don't want for money you wouldn't accept, then you have the gall to come down here and threaten to dock our pay. I spend quite as much time planetside as you do. I know what you've told me. The truck got in trouble in the deep twisty bridges. Started to jettison modules. Pilot said he abandoned ship somewhere in the shallows. By all means, go take a look. Oh, so that's kind of a link to how we're going to find our sea truck instead of Sam giving us a sea truck upgrade module or whatever. This kind of, I guess, explains why there are sea truck parts just randomly in the twisty bridges that we are able to scan and find, right? So here we have sea truck log number 1. I don't see anything. I'm scanning that direction. I see it. It's close. It almost hit me. I'm ejecting the rear cargo module and making for the tunnels. Number 2. It's still on my tail. The old question. How much risk is a truckload of alien treasures really worth? I'm ejecting the cargo modules. In the cabin alone, I think I can outmaneuver this thing until I reach the shallows. I thought it wouldn't follow me to the shallows. I thought even if it did, I could abandon the truck with the treasures I had. As it was, I was lucky to escape with my life. But somewhere down there in the deep twisty bridges are the cargo modules I left behind. Somewhere down there are the treasures I will come back for. And slackers. We've got Hercus Lanka and Esh Amir. Have you seen Lil around? Now that you mention it, no. What does she do all day anyway? I don't know. Phase gate things? Like what? I thought they gave up on architect contact. Wasn't robotics supposed to get their funding now? How would I know about that? Talk to Ayu. No thanks. You're still angry about the spy penguins? The automatic rock puncher could have enhanced mining revenues enough to fund both projects. What does this have to do with Lil again? Resource allocation. If she's off looking for that clicking sound in twisty bridges, using company time and resources again, like you're using my resources right now, Hercus Lanka, do not disturb icon. Okay, that's an interesting random side note. I assume from Lillian's coworkers, obviously. I don't know why this glitch is happening to me. I can basically walk around and function, but I've got my body elastic bungee jumped to me. I think my legs are stuck in my sea truck somehow. So I am just this big bungee cord right now. This is a weird glitch. Definitely. Let's just see how long we can make ourselves. Well, that's all for this video. Thank you guys for coming along to check out the new PDA updates that I could access. My favorite part, other than Fluffy McStretcherson here, was Marg. I really enjoyed her story. I think they did amazing at what they did for her, what they wrote. I am so glad that they gave it to us and they included it, because I have been thinking about how she got here ever since she was first introduced. It is just a wild and crazy ride, which makes sense. She's a wild and crazy woman. I also liked Sam's PDA updates. They were pretty cool. Gave us more hints into what she experienced here on 4546B, right? Robin figuring out the clues and the trails. We still don't know a few things, some more details about the Frozen Leviathan, what Sam and Marg were doing together and how they met, like what was going on there. But hopefully they'll give us those updates soon, fingers crossed. Other than that, please like, share, and subscribe if you feel so inclined. And as always, be kind, stay legendary, and may the Triforce always be with you. Hailey and Mom out. Who's your good boy? You're a good boy. I love you. Can you just be my pet?